Okay, everyone. No King's Day. Okay, we have one King, and that's the Lord Jesus. Okay, there's other ones who are royalty, and with the name of King, but American was not um to be like that. The good Lord has really went as far as letting us know that we have free choice. Okay, and I myself, when I was younger, knew something like this was going to come up. I didn't know what it was. I just knew it was major um, situation. Situation of when I got older, if I wanted to have children or not. Okay, so here we go. For the longest time, I did not want to have children. I knew bringing a child into this world was going to be dangerous. Um, but the good Lord woke me up one morning and said, "You got to have a child," which I did, which I have a daughter. I'm very proud of my daughter. Um, very responsible, very loving. Mm, you know, and thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have given me. So, all last year of 24, of 23, I said, even when Trump in 2016, the guy is not for us. He's only for himself. And a lot of people say, well, he's a businessman. Well, did you ever think to look at him on his businesses? Nah, none of us. He's a crook. He's a thug. He's the mob. Okay? Um, I think mob bosses are scared of that guy. Look at our newses. Our news will not go live on No King's Day. And we're talking the major um, stations will not run live. If it was something else with Trump, it would be live. Anything with him. And I'm here to say I know Westmoreland was rigged on the voting. Why? Well, let's put it this way. When you bring in each county, you are having people from that county run the voting um, machines and that. It's all people who from that county. Okay, there are people who've been there for years and years. Well, I went to my voting poll, and I was like, oh, I'd say about 10th at the most in line. And I'm when I walked into the place, I do get my vibrations of people. And I don't care what anybody says. Um, I know my premonitions and that do come live. I mean, do come true. But I was about the 10th person. I look, I don't know, the guy that was down there in charge looked like a bum, like a kid off a street. Okay, we're talking about um, I don't even know how to call him. So I asked him, "Where are you from?" Meaning I was wanting to know what um, part of the Westmoreland County was he from? He goes, oh, I'm from Allegheny, which that's the Pittsburgh area, for those who don't know. Let me stop and think about that one. You're not, so he wasn't from here. My county is Westmoreland County. So let's stop and think about that. 2, usually it's held downstairs, not up in the bay of the fire trucks. Okay. Now I said I was 10th. Oh, you would say about 15, 20 minutes, you should be able to vote, correct? I was up there for 45 minutes because every time, after each person, that gentleman would come over and change it. The machines broke down 4 times. He had to reset it. Let me see. Shoot. So there's those 3 things that came involved. The people who were the pollers of taking the names in that, they were scared. Now, I'm not talking about the scaring on their face. They were not very happy. Okay. And I mean, a lot of people are not a happy person, but when you can say good morning to someone, they actually do say good morning back. Not them. Like I said, they were afraid to say anything. Okay. 68% in Westmoreland County. That's just a little bit too much. Just too much. Because we are, Westmoreland is a battlefield of Republicans and Democrats, okay? Now, Democrats have won a lot of things, and Republicans have won a lot of times. However, I still think it was rigged. I think it was rigged and this is when, I'm trying to think of his name, Elliot or Eli, or whatever his name, was checking out our Social Security numbers and to all that, he already had that thought of going through that. But I digress. Let's go back to the voting. When I got done voting, I stood there, just knew there was something not right. Can't prove it. I really can't prove it. But it's there. Then, after the president was sworn in, okay, I won't call him a president. Really, he's not a president. He's a thug. He is the what we would call mobs. Well, let's put it this way. The devil don't even want him. Okay? The devil does not even want him down there. I said he was never good. He did tell you all. He did tell everyone that he was going to be a dictator. You just didn't listen. And everything he said, they were saying it was a joke. Well, it's not a joke when you bring up things that are let me see. Of saying, well, the women are not going to like this, going to get Roe, the Roe canceled, giving him full immunity. Full immunity. I said, and I asked people, why do you think he needs full immunity? Well, all the presidents need full immunity. Wait a minute. If you need full immunity, you can't take what every president from the past has had, but you got to feel that you are better than every other president. Do you feel that wasn't a big clue that the Supreme Court honored? Now, here's the thing. We can't do anything to the president. We can't do anything of the Supreme Court. Now, I told her, so we are in a dictator program. I'm sorry. My words don't come out the way I want to. But I want to tell you, this person, I might not be the smartest. I might not be able to say the things I want to say. But I'm going to say one thing. I listen. When you're a dyslexia and have a hearing problem or whatever your disability is, I mean, let's put it this way. You learn to listen more. You learn to watch more. You want to know what's going on more than those people who can come in, take a test and write it, get A's. Okay? Since in the 1960s, the government has been dumbing up America. And you just didn't realize it. I did when I'm a baby boomer. I realized that when they were passing me and I could not read. I could not talk correctly, let alone do anything else. But I was very good at math, so there we go. Okay, so I am the person who's going to say to all of you who thought I was crazy, and that's my fellow subscribers. Let me tell you, I told you so, and I said I will tell you so. So, look at it now. We used to have reading, writing, arithmetic, English. We had libraries. We had art. We had gym classes. We had all around education. And slowly, over the years, they've taken all that away. Look at our teachers can't even do anything to make sure the class is learning. Look at that they make the classes. Used to be 20, maybe maximum. Okay, kids per teacher. Okay, I think it was about that, 15 to 20, depending on your school district. But now it's like 30 to 50 kids that teacher is teaching. But guess what? It's the old, every year, same subjects of the same parts of that subject. So they dummy us down. They do not want us to think for ourselves. They do not want us to do arts and that. Okay. So that's what they did over the years. Now, I'm not saying it's just Republicans and not just Democrats. It's been a thing. Do I feel that both sides have killed America? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One time, one of my mom's friends say, are you going to vote? And I said, because I think he was running, but not 100%. I said, why should I vote? Because you're all, they might be honest when they are here, but once they get in office, they become thieves in them. They can't do what they want to do. Now, like I said, in 2023, I started saying that's not right about what he was saying. And when it became closer and closer to, no, I should say, good. Somewhere in 2024, I said he wants to be a dictator. No one believed me. Oh, Kathy, he's going to change the world. He is changing the world. He was right on that. Our other countries do not want us in with them. I don't blame them. Why do you think so many people of stars and all that moved out of this country? Because they were threatened by the mob boss, who thinks he's a king, who thinks he is above everything. The guy's committed treason. He's committed all kinds of crimes. They got him on 34. He was convicted of 34 crimes. But look what happened to that. He made it that all that had to deal with that go away. What's next for us? Well, guys, he said we'll be so rich here in America. I don't know about you, but I became poorer and poorer and poorer. But yet, oh, by the way, we are not the presidents are not allowed to sell things while they are on duty. Okay, guys, what has Trump done for America? What has he accomplished on his watch? And he wants the Nobel Prize? All he thinks about is himself. Why did we need a new, what is that, round room? Okay. Why did we need that all in gold? We didn't. That's our money. That's our money. He has gone as far as suing anyone and everyone, even though he loses the case. But stop and think about that. He is making us pay for all those suits that he loses. He has bombarded all our judicial courts and that. Well, I don't know if I'm still on or not, but I'm going to continue. Let me tell you, I told you so. To all my friends who said, oh no, he's going to change it. He's good for America. How good is he? He faked getting injured. He faked it shortly after about someone trying to kill him. That's all a setup to get your sympathy. Okay. I don't call him a president. I do not. I say Trump. And not only that, let me bring back to his kids. None of them should be a prince or a princess. The wife should not be called first lady or queen. I know I go from one subject to another, and that's just who I am. Whatever comes to my mind, I say it. He's just a clown who wants to be king. And all those people who voted for him, you put him in that position that he could do no harm. Has anybody read the 2025 book or thing out there with him and what they planned on doing? Now, that was written out. No one, I shouldn't say no one, most people did not read that because it was, I can't remember how many pages it was. It was an outrageous amount of pages. And it's step by step exactly what they were going to do. But you couldn't believe. You could not believe. You did not look on both sides of what people were saying. People would say, well, you didn't either. I don't have to look on both sides. I looked at when he was speaking, his words. I didn't take other people's. I listened to what he was saying, how his face was, his mannerism. I'm just amazed. Now, what are you going to do? How are we going to get him out when we can't even get them to, Mike Johnson is not swearing in the Arizona woman who makes the 18th vote for our side on the Democrat. So stop and think about that. That's being rigged. All that money that they're saying he's going to save, we're like, what, 42 trillion in debt? You know why the kids are not in the government right now? Because they can go and do anything they want outside of the government. Because they're Trump's kids. Who else can go and say, hey, Mr. John over there, hey, he said he'll give you an airplane. That's called bribery. I just want to let you know that, to me, I'm just going to say to you all, there's a lot more I could say. I did not prepare anything. But he is a clown. Clown mob, whatever you want to call him. So I pray the Lord that people stand up more. Get Trump out of the White House. Get the votes to get the Supreme Court out. They've done things. They've taken bribes. Trump was impeached twice on his other term. This one should be impeached and kicked out. And here's the thing, JD and Mike Johnson should be the ones that are calling for him to get out. I think it's 25. But okay, I'm going to get off here. But I'm going to say it again and again and again and again. I told you so. I told you. No one believed me. Y'all made me not be on here of what was going on, keeping up. You said because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I can't express myself the way I would love to. I'm always, for those who are smart and can talk, I envy you. Because remember, I'm the baby boomer kids, and we just got pushed through. Now, with all the kids, they're not even going to school anymore. They don't have to. They are juvenile detentions and all that is now so overflowed. So, okay. I'm going to leave it at that. God bless everyone. I do say my prayers every day. Thank you, and you have a blessed life as best as it could be.